Hello there, I'm Cerise Fairfax, and this is Storytime. Welcome to my channel. Get ready for some unpredictable stories. If this is your type of video, then please go ahead and subscribe. Don't forget to hit that like button and the notification bell. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. I thank you so much for being with me. And of course, if you are a returning subscriber, I would like to say thank you. And you know I already love you, but I'm just going to tell you again anyway. I love you. Alrighty, this is Storytime. We bring out Storytime every Wednesday and Saturday on this channel. So if this is your thing, stay tuned. And if you like it, hit that thumbs up at the end of the video. And if you're looking forward to the next story, then make sure you subscribe. All right, without any further ado, let's get into this story. Hi, my name is Christina, and I am Haitian/Dominican. I live in the Dominican Republic. I was born to a Haitian father and a Dominican mother. And I have a story. I've heard some of Cerise's story times and I've listened to a lot of them. I know a few of the people that's in the stories. And I saw Cerise at the Colmado the other day. She was sitting with the locals and I went up to her and asked her if she would tell my story. I'm not proud of my story, but I do want to say that it is a story, and it's just nice to hear my story online. I don't think you're going to enjoy it. I think you're going to be scared by it. Most men would. Most women may understand. But this is what happened. I was dating my ex. We were on and off again. My ex, he's a sanky panky. He would just go to the beach and be like a beach bum, a beach boy, and meet a lot of women from all around the world coming here to Sosua. And he would date them for like 7 days while they're here. And then when they would go back to their country after their vacation, he would get them to send them money and talk to them on WhatsApp. And sometimes I would be sitting right in the bed beside him, like sleeping right beside him. And I knew what he was doing. He was just getting money for us to enjoy the day. And sometimes the girls would even say, "Who's with you right now?" And he would say, "I'm alone." And the woman would say, show me the room that you're in. Tell me you love me." And all these things, because their intuition would be going off the chart. Their intuition would be telling them that he is taking them for a ride. But I would just get up and leave the room. And then, when he was coming closer, like he would go out of the room and he would go near the bathroom and I would go behind him. So they would think that the apartment was empty and he was the only one in it all the time. That wasn't so. I went along with the game because, well, quite frankly, we needed that money in order to eat, in order to drink, in order to survive, keep a roof over our head. And he was good at it until he met a woman that he like actually fell in love with. And one day I got home and all his things were gone. And he blocked me on WhatsApp and I didn't see him. One day, a few weeks after that, I was in Cabarete. Someone told me that they were seeing him in Cabarete with some woman. And so I went to Cabarete and lo and behold, I saw him there. He met a woman that actually lives here. She's a Caucasian woman and she works online. And so she lives here in the Dominican Republic and she's been living here for some time. And he left me for her to live with her permanently. And I just happened to be pregnant at the time. I was about maybe just a little over a month pregnant. And you see, I'm tiny, I'm short, and so I do get a belly very quickly. I didn't have children before that one. My belly started to swell out. I knew I missed my period, and I knew I was pregnant. And so that's why I knew I had to get a new man. And so I went to the Colmado. And I was at the Colmado. Colmado is like mini market, if you will. You can go there and you can buy drinks and you can buy food, not really cooked food, but canned food and toilet paper. And so some call models, they have tables or they have a few chairs where you can sit and have a couple of drinks. And that's what I did. I knew I had to get to the Colmado because I needed to meet a man quickly in order to have that child and pretend it was his. Well, I hit the jackpot. I saw a guy that I knew from the tourist area, and he was sitting with the locals. And I went over to him and I said, "Hey, how are you?" And he was like, "I'm so good. How you doing?" We started to talk and we exchanged phone numbers and we hit it off. Now, I am beautiful. I'm unique. And he really loved that about me. I normally, if I wasn't pregnant, would never go for that dude at all. I would never go for him. I would set my standards a lot higher. But because I was pregnant, I had to go to the bottom of the barrel and be willing to get something that was desperate. And I can't believe that he would think that I would really want him, but it is what it is. So after about talking to him for a month, we were already intimate. I begged him. I can remember the first night, we had a couple of drinks. Now, I wasn't drinking too much because I did want to make sure my baby was properly safe. So every time when he would give me a shot, you see, this guy, he liked tequila and he would drink shots. And every time he would give me a shot, when he would put his head back, I would just give the shot to my friend in her cup. And he thought I was drinking it. So by the end of the night, we got back to his place and he had this like crummy little apartment. He was paying like $400 a month. It was dirty. It was stinky. It just smelled like smoke. There was beer bottles everywhere. I couldn't believe anyone, especially a foreigner, would live like that. I could understand if he's living here in poverty and doesn't have a lot, but even us Haitians and Dominicans, we clean up after ourselves. This guy was just very unclean. So I cleaned out his whole place for him and he loved that. And, he had like calluses on his feet. So I soaked his feet for him because his calluses were scratching my legs at night when we would sleep. Oh, by the way, after 2 weeks, I moved in with him. And the reason why I moved in with him was because my ex-boyfriend didn't pay the rent on the apartment. And so the landlord told me that it was time to leave. So the first night, let's go back to the first night. The first night I made love to this guy, figuratively speaking. I told him, "Please, please don't use a condom. Please, please." And he said, "I won't, baby, as long as you promise to stay with me." And I said, "I will." And I did. It was about a couple of months later. We were at the Colmado and his friend poked my belly really hard. And his friend said, "What are you, pregnant?" And I went, "Oh, don't do that." Right? Because he poked it really hard and it hurt. And I said, "No, I'm bloated." And he's like, "Well, you better go take a crap. If you need to crap, go take a crap. Like your belly's looking kind of big there. You look like you are pregnant." And then my boyfriend looked at me and he's like, "You're not pregnant." And I'm like, "No, I don't think so." And my boyfriend said, "Okay, well, let's hope not because I'm not into being a dad." And I said, "Don't worry about it." And then a couple of weeks later, I started to get really sick, vomiting, morning sickness. And my boyfriend said to me, "You're pregnant." And I was like, "I don't know, let's get a pregnancy test." We went and we got the pregnancy test, and of course, it came out positive. And he didn't really panic. He said, "All right, well, let's deal with this then. Let's make sure that, you know, the baby's healthy and happy." And he's like, "I'm a little old to be a father again, but I can do it, you know. Hey," he's like, "when my grandchildren come visit, they'll be the same age as my child with you. So what's the big deal?" He's like, I didn't change diapers when my wife was having the kids before, but now that I have more time on my hands, I'm here, I'm retired. Why not? I like going to the beach and we'll bring our kid. He was actually quite happy about it afterwards. Every time we went out shopping to Jumbo in Puerto Plata, he would go into the baby section and he really loved being a part of birth. And this is where I start to feel really sad because a part of me really hoped, like really wished that the child was his. A part of me really wanted the baby to be his, even though, you know, he was so dirty when I first met him, calluses on his feet, and always drinking, smoking. There was something redeeming about him, something sweet about him. When we were alone, he was always quiet. When we were outside, he was always loud, laughing, with his friends, and there was always a party. But when we were in the house and he woke up in the morning and there was no alcohol involved, he would take a nice shower. I would cook him breakfast. It would be like a real family that I would see on TV. And then I lost my baby. I lost my baby. I gave birth, and the baby died at birth. And we're still together. He's still taking care of me. And he knows that the death of my baby really hurt me. I never experienced any type of pain like that before, and I don't think I ever will. I was really looking forward to my baby. And he doesn't want any more. So he's wearing condoms again. And he said to me, for him, it's a blessing in disguise because he was looking forward to the baby, but at the same time, it would have been a burden on him. He has a bad heart and he didn't want any stress. And I understand. But now I'm 24 and he's 60. And I can understand why he wouldn't want any more babies. But me, I want more. So I don't know what to do because I also don't want to leave him. I'm in a good situation and this man loves me and he's grown on me. Like really he has. And he's clean now. He loves cleaning the house with me, eating breakfast with me, going out for dinner. Our life is so laid back and settled in. And he told me that I could have all the time in the world to have a baby when he's dead. He told me that he'll probably die in the next 10 years, and by that time I'll be 34 and I can start a brand new life. I don't want to have a baby that late. But I also don't want to cheat on him just to get pregnant and end up losing him. I hear those horror stories all the time. And I just don't want to let him go. He means a lot to me. I don't care how big his belly is, how smelly his gas is, how dirty his teeth look. There's just something about him that I love. And I just want to let you guys know that these stories sometimes do happen and sometimes they end for the best for the man. Hey guys, thank you so much for listening. Once again, my name is Cerise Fairfax. This is my channel. If you enjoyed this video, go ahead, smash that like button, that thumbs up, and also make sure you subscribe. It is a free way that you can help the channel out. Also, share the channel and share this video with your friends. If you are a woman out there and you are doing what's called a jacket, be very careful because hearts get broken, and not only that, so do homes. All right, guys, I love you so much. Huge hugs, loads of love, big blessings. I will see you tomorrow on Thursday, which is real estate relocation, travel, and tourism right here in the Dominican Republic. So if you're looking to relocate here in this beautiful island, let me know. I'm a specialist and I can help you out. Remember, every Tuesday and Thursday is real estate relocation and also travel and tourism. And then on Wednesdays and Saturdays, it's story time. And I mix a little bit up every now and again. Take care. Get your digital thermos from Toma This for coffee or tea. You can use it hot or cold. It's great because you can even use it with herbal tea. And if you are the type of person that loves to keep your coffee or your tea sitting around for hours and you don't like it going cold, then this is the thing for you 100%. And even if you do like it cold all the time, this will also keep your liquids cold. Order on tomathis.com and mention my code C.